OMORI is an RPG game with a heavy emphasis on its combat system, story, and psychological horror elements. It was developed by the studio behind and including OMORI. With its aesthetic reminiscent of Earthbound or Undertale, paired with what seems a very dark and mysterious plot, the game instantly piqued my interest. Today, however, we won't be focusing on the gameplay itself. Instead, we'll shift our focus on the music that encompasses it, and look at why I think its OST stands out as one of the most interesting ones I've ever heard. To truly understand why OMORI's music stands out for me, you have to experience it firsthand. Let's immerse ourselves in a moment where the music becomes very visceral to the player. In this sequence, Sunny faces one of his fears, heights, in order to walk down the stairs again. The surreal imagery of real hands and the creepy smile intertwine with the music, creating an eerily familiar sound that haunts you. Not haunting because of jump scares or shocking visuals, but because it evokes a sense of impending doom that is being transported to the player. This feeling that something is very off, akin to how kids have a fear of the dark and consecutively don't want to go down their basement. Playing this segment, I couldn't help but feel that fear of the unknown again, if only for a brief moment. This is more of a side note, but it's also interesting how the name of the themes correspond with the way the game uses them. Acrophobia is an extreme or irrational fear of heights, and the sound of the track kind of resembles the sound of, for example, a plane crashing down. Now, the other two fear tracks similar to acrophobia are arachnophobia, also known as an irrational fear of spiders, and thalassophobia, an extreme fear of deep open waters. Now, while both the other gameplay segments corresponding with the tracks are also very visceral, I found acrophobia to stuck out, because it is for one really the first time in the game where we as a player get confronted with a fear, and I like the kind of liminal sound of the track more. On the flip side, OMORI can also produce some of the most nostalgic sounding and lush soundtracks I've heard in a while. Take Trees for example. It beautifully captures the feelings of wandering through a forest filled with this childlike sense of wonder, but still managing to create this ambient sound that transports feelings of calmness. Tying with the theme that we are currently in Headspace, it makes more sense having a more ambient and dreamlike song playing throughout this segment. A Home for Flowers Tulip is another track that stuck out for me. It evokes a sense of nostalgia of being with friends, having fun, and making memories. The desire for those moments to last forever. But we all know memories are fleeting, because in the end, they're that, just memories. Yet music has the power to preserve those cherished moments, and this nostalgic feeling is transported through the track. This represents one of the core reasons OMORI stands out for me, unlike many other games where music serves as mere background accompaniment, which accentuates the gameplay. OMORI's music holds genuine value and frequently ties in with the game's plot. For instance, the ethereal and mysterious track Lost Library. It perfectly represents OMORI's repressed memories with its melancholic slow piano notes. This is highlighted as when you try to read a non-highlighted book, it says, "Mountains of books, forgotten through time. The keepers of this library have long since passed." This way, the music encompasses the overall atmosphere you get from walking around in this dark, overgrown library. The music becomes a part of the storytelling. Similarly, the fear tracks that I talked about earlier, arachnophobia and thalassophobia, have narrative significance. These tracks correspond to moments when OMORI faces his fears, falling off a statue because a spider scared him, and almost drowning but getting saved by Mary, creating a narrative tool that doesn't just tell us but subtly hints us at all of the story and lore surrounding Sunny's past, how he deals with it. It's not just me though who finds interest in OMORI's music. The community echoes the shared experiences and profound emotional connections. Countless players have commented on their opinion, finding solace and inspiration, fear and familiarity within the OST. In conclusion, the music of OMORI, in my eyes, is more than mere accompaniment. It becomes a medium that transported me, evoked visceral reactions, and crafted an unforgettable soundtrack. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of OMORI's fantastical soundtrack. If you'd like to experience it for yourself, check out the game's official website and soundtrack in the links below. Remember, your voice and experiences matter, so share your favorite musical moments and join the discussion in the comments. There's also a video made by Hysteria going deeper into the sound design and tracks that I didn't talk about. Until next time, may the melodies of OMORI continue to resonate within your hearts.